A great planning process is one where you're thinking through what is the set of conversations that you need to have about the business. Are we trying to get new users? Do we have a retention problem? Is there a product adoption issue that we're struggling with? What are the things that we are really struggling with in the market or with our customers? And then what are we going to do about it? And writing that down on paper and then going and doing those things. That's it. Like, it doesn't need to be more complicated than that, but I think because people put so much time and blood and sweat and tears into these team plans that they have to make every year as part of a business planning process, you lose the plot of what should we really be spending our time doing to make sure that we're having the right strategic conversations.
What do you think this looks like in practice? Is this a process that starts earlier? It sounds like you are envisioning more genuinely collaborative conversations. There is a corporate structure for a reason in many large organizations filled with humans. So are there any pragmatic steps or tips you could offer that you think would make strategic planning more useful for the organization?
Yeah, so I think one mistake people make is it's important to stick to the calendar, right? So there's things that need to happen every year.
You still have to report your financials.
Budgets, financial planning, your HR talent processes. Like, there's set things that you need to do every year. What happens a lot is because there's these times in the calendar when you need to make certain decisions, that dictates when everyone's having strategy conversations. And typically the answer is just to start earlier.
Right.
I think you should just always say, we can have a strategy conversation at any time. If there's like a point in time where it's like, hey, we need to like evaluate how the business is going and are we headed in the right direction? Are we making the right investments? It's never a bad time to have that conversation. And then you just make sure that any decisions that you need to make are aligned to that annual planning cadence where you like have to make budget decisions and things like that. I find in companies, if something material happens or there's a change that happens, and I think we're seeing this more and more with the volatility in the economy and how fast business is moving, you need to be more comfortable with having to make decisions off cycle